Everyone starts somewhere when it comes to filmmaking. But how do you progress from being just a beginner all the way to becoming a producer, a director, or a studio owner? Like that is somebody like a genius in the industry or a mastermind. So join me in this episode as I talk about the levels of filmmaking, the journey filmmakers need to take, because I know this is the sweetest bit where we come to understand and appreciate the levels at which we grow as filmmakers. So the first level you as a filmmaker you will experience in it, or the apprentice level. Like the apprentice level is whereby you are just learning the basics. You are learning the basics of storytelling, the basics of equipment, whether it's camera, sound, gear, editing and stuff like that. You're watching a lot of tutorials, you're doing a lot of experimenting with videos and helping out in small sets and stuff like that. Then your work is just passion. Like you're very passionate with whatever you're doing, and it's very raw. Like it doesn't have a bit of definition. Haijatengenezwa imoldiwe. So you're in that phase. That is the apprentice phase. So in this phase, inatekigi how long? Because people talk about timelines. Because how long should you be an apprentice, like, or a beginner? Yes, you can't be a beginner every time. If you're a beginner for 10 years, that is a problem. However, for you to be to be an apprentice, it should take you at least 6 months all the way to 2 and 3 years there. So kuna watu wanashooting movie 1 month, like wameshatoka shule walafu shoot movie alafu ni 1 month ama 2 months ama 1 year down the line, and then they feel like, hey, I think I should be opening a production company. Hey bana, pole pole, pulo. Yes. Now, so what pushes you to the next level? Because of course, this is not something that will stay for long. Even if you're going to stay for 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years, it means there's something you have to do for you to be pushed to the next level. Si mnakumbuka tukiwa shule tulikuwa tunajua ukipita mtihani, for example, you are in class 1, for you to go to class 2, you need to pass the exams, and there is a level of passing that you need to attain so that you go to the next class. So it is the same thing in film. So for you to go to the next level, which then at the next level I'm going to tell you shortly, is number 1, you make sure that you complete those personal projects. You have personal projects, you have to projects. Usikuwe mtu wa kuanza vitu unashinda umezi postpone ama unakosa kuzifanya. Make sure you finish those personal projects that you have identified you're working on. That is something that will help you graduate. Another thing, be ready to make mistakes and learn from your mistakes. Don't allow yourself like waiting for perfection. Utashinda hapo kwa apprenticeship miaka yako yote. So please make mistakes and learn from your mistakes. The other thing is actively seek feedback and keep on improving. Those are the main attributes, the main things that will help you or take you to the next phase or the next level in filmmaking. And one of the most important tip for this one is don't ever fear small projects. You have that thing at unangoja, nataka niitwe kwa projects zile bigi sijui nini. Wewe anza pole pole, do those small projects, do those student projects and move on and grow. Okay? The next level of filmmaking is what we call the skilled creative. Who is a skilled creative? Of course, you've learned some bit of the technicals, the writings. You've learned a bit of filmmaking, and you are now becoming confident with whatever you're doing. So, what are some of the attributes that are linked to somebody who is a skilled creative? Number 1, this is somebody who is given work by client. So, kama wewe umekaa pale na client anakuaminia na kazi, you are a skilled creative, whereby like client anajua like umse nikimwambia shoot hii kitu hivi anideliver kiwe hivi atampatia. Then you also do the other thing is you know how to collaborate with other crew members. You can be able to invite friends and work together as a team. Then you also you are in the process of beginning to develop your vision or narrative style of telling stories. So tunaanza kuona like umse anapendaga kushoot ma dramas, umse anapendaga kushoot ma action, like umse style yake tunaanza kuiona. So that is what you're trying to build. So those are the major attributes when it comes to a skilled creative. Then in this skilled creative, how long does it define for you to stay in a skilled creative set? This takes you to almost 2 to 5 years. Yeah, 2 to 5 years, that is the period of time when you're doing this thing consistently, trying to build up yourself, trying to finish those projects that you're given. This is something that will take you 2 to 5 years for you to be able to become, to build up, or to be called a skilled creative. And now going to the next level, what graduates you to the next level? So some of the things that will help you graduate you to the next level of filmmaking while at skilled creative, umeshafanya, umetoka kwa apprentice, umeingia kwa skilled creative, umespend 5 years, so you want to graduate to the next phase. So what will graduate you to the next phase? Number one is consistent storytelling. Be consistent. Like, don't be telling stories alafu natulia. Like, we want to see your narrative. Are you a person of drama? Are you a person of action? Are you a person of comedy? We want to see that, and you build that through consistency. Like pole, una build, tell the story. You have the ability to do networking. Like, you start networking with people, other practitioners in the industry. You meet and network. The other thing is entering and gaining recognition in festivals. Yes, so you are in that position whereby you're pushing yourself to push these films into awards so that you can gain some bit of recognition, some bit of awards, and even yani unapata nomination kwa hizo movies zenye unafanya, unapata nomination in the field. Of course kuna watu wenye wanafanya beginner na wanakuwa nominated. Kujeni pole, angalia kama hizo attributes zingine umeweza kufulfill, si ndio? So don't think that nimefanya movie as a beginner, nimeingia tu kwa industry 3 months down the line na nimeshoot movie na ikanominatiwa na nikarecognizewa kwa festival. Pole, there are things zenye umemiss hapo juu, and you can go back and check. Okay? So that is what will help you. And the most important thing that will push you forward when it comes to this phase that you're in is collaboration. So remember, you grow very fast when you work with people who know better than what you know. Okay? You're working with experts, so it helps you really grow very fast. Then the other thing that the other level that yenye utaingia nayo after now graduating from the skilled creative, you go to what the level called the creative genius. Yes. So a creative genius is somebody who is able to tell the story, develop narrative yake, watu wanaweza identify style yake. So some of the attributes is people are able to associate you with a certain voice or a certain style when it comes to that art that you are creating, whether it's music. So mnasikiaga watu wa music, mnasikiaga ukisikia tu ngoma fulani inaanza unasikia tu like huyo ni nani, like already huyo msee amesha identify style yake na what works for them. Then the other thing is you make award-winning content or award-winning films. Then also you are able to teach other people, and also you are able to lead sets. Like you are able to lead sets, like you're on set as a director or somebody who is helping as a producer, pushing a set to achieve a certain goal or make a certain story or tell a certain story. Okay? Then also you have the full understanding of the scope of production or film production, whereby you understand all the aspects of pre-production, production, post-production, and distribution. So this is the phase whereby sasa hapa ndo unaanza kukuwa producer, a recognized producer. Wachana na ule producer ulikuwa unajiita ukitoka shule. This is now a recognized producer. Okay? So this level, uko na a lot of understanding, uko na some bit of that. And how long does it take you to achieve this? This one takes you almost like 5 to 15 years. Of course, it can take you even shorter period of time, but the most average time for you to at least have a curation of that bit, like ukwe molded to become a creative genius, it's 5 to 15 years. So let nobody lie to you, like msee amekwambia like mimi nimekuwa kwa industry 2 years lakini na produce. What are you producing? Anyway, but no, don't throw stones yet, but yeah, let's just go into the reality. There's no school that teaches you. You just come out of school and become a producer. There's a level, and that's why I'm here also to just share with you to understand these levels tunafuata ambazo ziko, they're of importance. Then so what pushes you now into the next level, because you also need looking forward to ukitoka hapo kuna level ingine sasa unaingia. So what level is this we are talking about now? What pushes you is, number one, you have sought after skills. Like sasa wewe ni mtu umedevelop skill set, whether you are a mentor, whether you are a producer, you are a camera operator, like wewe ni mtu mwenye sasa watakutafuta uende ufundishe. Okay, because people have been able to prove your skills are working, like your skills are top notch. Okay, so you mentor others, that's another thing. And then you're always innovating, like you find a story, you can innovate using a story, you can innovate using tech, or you can innovate using format. Like unasema hey, leo acha tu experiment 6K, tukishoot 6K na hizi cameras zitatoa video inakaaje. Like you just doing some bit of innovation and working around to make sure that you're also building something for yourself. Then after all that, like hiyo ndo level sasa hiyo imekugraduate, imekutake to the next level, is whereby you go to the next level, which you call the mastermind. So you ask like, okay, who is a mastermind? Now guys, hapa kwa mastermind mjue tu, like this is somebody who sees the ecosystem of cinema na anai control na mavidoli zake na ile whatever thing they have. So these are people you produce, they direct, they write, and maybe they run own studios. And then mostly they influence the industry and mentor future filmmakers, and their name really carries the weight of that particular production. And also their projects often do like they spark culture, or they spark conversations around certain issues. Hawa ni watu wanatengeneza movie because they have something they want to change, like they want to create a bit of a culture, or they want to spark conversations around the themes that they are creating of those movies. And some of these people ni akina nani? Ukiangalia mtu kama Tyler Perry in Hollywood, like this person has been able to achieve that. And also somebody like Christopher Nolan, those are mastermind man. Wakina James Cameron, akina Spielberg, their names unaonaga tu unasikiaga movie ili directiwa na Spielberg, pulo hiyo lazima tukimbia tu watch. Yeah, so what are some of the things that define mastermind? So these are people who create legacy, like they create legacy for themselves, and also they also bring a shift on how stories are told. Then the other thing, they are not just working on film, they are shaping it. They're shaping the film. Yes. So how long does it take you to attain things to do with the mastermind effect? Of course, for people in Hollywood, it can take them 10 years, 15 years. But I think pia hapa, we need a bit of a period of around 20 years into the industry, like doing, or maybe if you're doing your own projects, from doing your own projects, tangu kwe skilled, whatever, you can count at least around 10 to 15 years. So those are the numbers. Yeah. So usifikirie like mimi nimeshakuwa mastermind tu dakika moja ati umeshatoka shule. You see, time runs very fast, but take it also slowly, to take time, appreciate and enjoy the journey in the process of filmmaking. So of course myself bado sijafika huko kwa mastermind, but I'm in the journey. That's why I'm telling you, and that's why I'm in this journey, the journey of a filmmaker, and we are taking off and we are moving. Okay? Yes. So wewe jiulize, wewe as a filmmaker uko level gani? And your level uko, are you looking, how long do you think you're going to stay in that level to graduate yourself to the next level? Because manze, life ni goals bana. Usishinde tu kwa kitu moja, unashinda tu umekaa hapo. Sasa unakuamilia kwa Apprentice, unataka watu wanatoka shule wakuje tena wakupate tu kwa Apprentice, wakupite, wakuache hapo waende. Anyway, join me on my next class. And even I'm starting soon, I'll be doing some physical master classes. So be free, check out on my socials, where I'll be posting on things to do with a masterclass that is coming up, where I'll be sharing a lot of details. I know Upper Easy share details mob, but when we are on the ground, like when we meet one-on-one and we have like hands-on like a discussion, we'll have a discussion to just understand the kind of how do we do storytelling, how do we influence the way we tell our stories, and how do we curate up a culture that will define our way of storytelling. So a workshop is coming very soon, or a masterclass is coming very soon, so stay tuned, stay put. Until next time, cheers.